morning, Wednesday, March 23rd. This is for KAP. These two warm-up problems are on the board. Again, this first one you should know how to do, and then number 2 is taking it to that 2-step. We've done 2-step equations, so you've seen something similar, but today we're going to really dive into 2 steps. Again, it's not going to be anything too crazy. We're going to be taking the rules of inequalities, the rules of 2-step equations, and then combine them into one. Okay, so please work on those. Pause and play when you think you have your answers. All right, on that first one, what do you think we're going to need to do to get x by itself, Saki? -5 is good. Great, awesome job. Hey, I love that multiple people know what they're doing. We love that. Okay, I'm left with x is
8.
Greater. It's not x is 8. It's actually not 8 at all because it's greater than 8. Okay. So again, inequalities have multiple answers. What are some numbers that I could put in? If x is greater than 8, I could say x is 109. 20 trillion. Give me a spicy one.
72.
So, yeah, 72. What about like 8.5?
32.5.
Wow. Okay. Do we have decimals and fractions in there too? Oh yeah. 8.0000001. Awesome. All right. Then on number 2, we made it a little spicier. What do we remember, and what like sort of alarm should be going off in our head for number 2? There was something unique about this, and I hope more than just one person remembers what it was. I talked to someone about this problem, and maybe Anthony.
No.
Carolyn, do you remember? You do the multiply by 2 first, correct? Because there's some. Okay. Why do I? Because remember remember I used that example of like order of operations. Say we do the grouping, exponents, multiplication, division, then addition, subtraction, and you have to undo that to get x by itself. So in my mind, we would get rid of the addition and subtraction first, but we don't actually. Okay, because there's like the invisible parentheses. Y'all remember that? Yeah, okay. There's invisible parentheses, so I'm actually going to undo that part last. First, I'm going to get rid of that 2. How do I get rid of that 2? Times both sides, multiply both sides by 2. Times 2 times 2. This cancels out on this side, the left side. I'm left with a little bit louder. Nope. -4 plus c. Do I keep the sign or flip the sign?
Flip.
I just had 2 different answers. Do I keep it or do I flip it? Okay, someone defend your answer. Why?
Because you only flip it when you're
Negative number. I multiplied by 2. Yes, the -16. It is a negative number, but I'm multiplying by 2, so I keep the sign. I just bring it down. Okay, on this right side, I get what, Damon? What do I get on this side? Very good. Awesome. -32. Am I done yet? No. I still need to get rid of that -4. How do I get rid of that -4? Add 4. Okay, even though that's a plus sign, to get rid of negatives, I use positives. Okay, now be careful. Don't let the math trick you. On here, I have the C, I keep the sign, and then -32 plus 4 is -28. Okay, and that is my solution set. Again, it's not just equal to 28. It is more than one answer. All values less than or equal to -28. Okay, does that sort of make sense? Okay, the only thing that's different between this and equations is if you ever multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to flip that sign. Okay, go ahead and put that warm-up paper away. I'm going to do a few more with you, and I'll explain the 2 activities we're doing. But honestly, that's the whole lesson. Okay, let me pause real quick. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 more problems with you just to get a few under your belt, but then honestly, nothing really is different about today. today than those other lessons. It's just getting comfortable with those inequalities. So I'm gonna do number 1 right here. I made it bigger so y'all can actually see, but you can just copy the work underneath. Okay, our goal is to always get x by itself to isolate the variable. So in number 1, what do we want to do first to both sides? What do we want to do? Add the 7 to both sides. Very good. Okay, so just plus 7, plus 7. Carry the stuff down. Cancel things out. What are we going to be left with, class? 2x. What else? Is greater than 10. Next step. On both sides, I need to, Steven, divide by 2. Divide by 2 by 2. Again, I always see my division as a fraction because that way it doesn't change the order of the division. Okay? I'm left with x is greater than 5. And that is my solution set. Okay, so I do my work and then I'll have x is greater than 5. Are we good? Okay, let's do another one for comfort. Number 2, right below it. What do we think we're going to do first? So subtract 11. Very good. Minus 11, minus 11. Bring down what you got. Cancel out what's it. I'm going to be left with x over 4, thank you, is greater than or equal to negative 3. Awesome. Next step, both sides I'm going to by, very good, times 4, cancel x. On this side I get negative 12, keep or flip the sign. Keep, because I'm multiplying by 4, it's a positive 4. And that's going to be my answer. Okay, again, those are called solution sets because it shows the set, multiple things of all the solutions, all the values that make it true. Negative 12. Okay, so let me explain both of the activities because honestly I'm going to let y'all be free from here. Okay, so what's going to happen on this one, you're going to finish solving all of these problems. Yes, there's lots of them. But the cool thing about it is that in column 1, you're going to have one set of answers, and column 2, they're going to match up. And what I mean by that is when you solve through these problems, you might get like on light blue, you might get that x is greater than 5. And then on purple, it might be like this answer. It's going to be x is greater than or equal to negative 12. And so what's going to happen there is, one, it helps you check because you should have matching answers on both sides. And then that's going to help you do the little color piece that's on the next page. So like on number 1, you're going to find your matching answers. Number 1 matched with light blue. So on this little color thing, on all the 1, you're going to color it light blue. Okay? Then we said, oh, number 2 matches with purple. So all the 2s you're going to color purple. Does that make sense? And that's how we'll know if you did it right, is that the colors will match up. Okay, so that's going to be what you do after you finish the other activity / what you do for homework. What you're going to start with is the scavenger hunt around the room. And so for y'all, that's what you're going to do on this side. You pick whichever letter that you're going to start with. So you put the letter in the top, copy the problem, solve it. Your answer is going to be somewhere else around the room. Put that letter, copy, solve it. Okay, I don't care if you go this way or this way, whichever one makes sense to you. Once you finish that around the room, then you can work on that. Are we understanding of what's happening? Okay, I'm going to be taking an activity grade today, so please make sure you are on your best behavior, asking questions as needed, and being amazing students that you are. That's it for the recording. Thank you, and good night.